How's it? Welcome to Driving with Sean. I am Sean and I am driving, and we are going to talk about some tech. So, Fable got pulled last night. That kind of sucks. I've been cooking with Fable for the last week, and I've built some pretty cool stuff. To be clear, the whole Fable thing, there's like a little bit of a misnomer there. They were actually asked by the government to pull Fable from everybody internationally. So they were happy for Americans to have it and American companies. They were not happy for the rest of the world to have it, citing security, international security reasons. So that was quite interesting. I think Anthropic did the right thing by then pulling it for everybody, because it would suck. I mean, fair, unfair, that's another argument. But a company making a tool like that, only making it available to the US, and so US companies have this massive advantage on the rest of the world. You also just know the amount of people who would VPN in and bypass it. It'd be like a nightmare to control that. So I think they did the right thing, just pull Fable completely. But anyways, so I've been cooking with Fable for the last week or so, and I've rebuilt a dashboard that I've spent the last 18 months building. So I got into the vibe coding gig. I think I tried Replit for the first time back in 2024. It was very hit and miss. In 2025, I kind of got into it a bit more seriously. I used Cursor. That was my first kind of real, hey, this thing can write code for me. The models were quite rudimentary compared to what they are now. And I mean, we're talking about 18 months, right? You can't even have 2 kids in 18 months. So these models are like super new. The stuff has come very far, very quickly. But I sat down, I think on Wednesday this week, or Tuesday, and I kind of said, okay, cool. We've got Fable. The dashboard I've got at the moment, or the portal that I built, is a little bit janky, I'll be honest. Like, there's some stuff that works, there's some stuff that doesn't work. We built a bunch of stuff in Cursor, and then we migrated it to Lovable, and we cooked a bit more there, and then we migrated from Lovable to Bolt. I had these weird design issues, and some browsers would be like yellow stuff, like you could never really get rid of it. Anyways, it's like you bring a lot of these artifacts and this sort of baggage from these old systems. And so anyways, I had a portal, kind of worked, was a bit janky. I was trying to integrate our help desk system, FreeScout. Sorry, I was trying to integrate help desk or FreeScout, and it was a nightmare. Like, it took me the better part of 2 weeks. At that point, it was end of last year. I was trying to cook in Bolt, and I just wouldn't. I just could not get FreeScout to work properly or consistently. Like, I'd get it to work, we'd make one small change to the system, and then it just stopped. So we couldn't pull tickets in, customers couldn't reply to tickets. It was a lot. So anyway, so the long and the short of it is, I eventually got it working simply by pulling it out of Bolt or pushing it to GitHub, putting it into Cursor, getting Cursor to cook. It kind of worked. It fixed a bunch of the issues. Either went to Codex helped fix a few issues, back to Cursor, different models, and then eventually back to Bolt. We kind of got it working, which was lekker. Brought it to Claude this year. Claude did a better job of it this year, so we've been able to fix and deal with a few issues. But this week, using Fable, I literally told Claude to go read the entire repository, read the existing dashboard, and create me a proper breakdown and spec of what this application does. He did that, gave me a markdown file, created a new project, hooked up Fable 5, and literally within 2 days, I'd rebuilt an 18-month development process in Fable. It one-shotted the FreeScout thing in about 10 minutes, and it was done cooking.